what should we know about hormones? What should
Oh,
we, yeah, what should
goodness.
we
You
know
know
about
what
them?
I will say is that what's crazy is what we don't know about hormones when we get to that perimenopause. And what I'm gonna tell you is,
Yeah.
and again, in Ontario or in Canada, we have a lot of beautiful support for women who are pregnant or trying to get pregnant. So you have your medical doctor, you have maybe an OB or a midwife or a doula. You have family and friends that are supportive. There's so many books that you can read. You're taking the right supplements. You're getting regular ultrasounds and blood work. And all that's beautiful. And then you get to perimenopause, and it's like you've jumped on a roller coaster that you didn't know you were going to jump on, and there's no help for you. So, what I would say
Wow.
is that your hormones are your little messenger things in the body that are basically have influence over every physiological function. It is who we are. Like as women, we are cyclical beings. And to not know how to capitalize on that cyclical nature is a disservice to ourselves, right? There's a reason why women feel less like they want to talk to people in their premenstrual phase. So it's like the 7 to 10 days before their periods to come. Why am I so grumpy with everybody? Why am I seeing that dust bunny on the floor and all I see is my husband's head and I just want to squish it? And it's because that is the time when we're supposed to nurture and protect and slow it down and self-care a little bit more because progesterone is our dominant hormone in that post-ovulatory phase. It's the hormone of pregnancy. And when we get older, when we reach that perimenopause phase, what happens is that as we get fewer ovulatory cycles, the body's ability to regulate estrogen and progesterone starts to change. And so we get highs and lows.
Mm.
We get suddenly heavier periods as we're nearing menopause, or suddenly you're getting 2 periods a month and you're like, what the heck? My mood is up and down. I'm getting hot flashes. My vagina feels like a prune, all these wonderful things. So I think I just have to be a woman.
To be
It's
a
the greatest
woman.
gift in the world, and nobody would exist if it wasn't for us. So we have to,
Absolutely.
there's this book that I just bought that I can't wait to read on. It's called Womb. And so it's like the history of the womb, how we've treated it, what is its spiritual significance. It's the giver of life. I'm going on a massive tangent here, but all to say that our hormones are such an integral part of how we show up in the world, how we feel about ourselves. It's
Mm.
not just about your menstrual cycle, it's our mood, it's our sleep, it's our sexual connection with our intimate partner. It's all of those things, how we feel about
Mm.
ourselves. I know for a fact that my period is due when I go into clinic and it's, I helped nobody today. I know nothing. I want to crawl back in bed and hide. And then my period comes and it's, oh, okay, that was just that. I'm back now. So imagine
Wow.
what you
Yeah.
could do if
Yeah,
you had the
exactly.
blueprint.
Exactly.
If you could, and I teach this, I run a program called the Wild Collective, and it's this amazing connecting community-based program for women's health. Because I think when we do it in group, we do better because we can support each other and elevate each other. The first topic we discuss is hormones. And the first thing we want to do is map out this blueprint of knowing the different biomarkers in your cycle so that you know when to do what. Now, I know for myself, the best time for me
Mm-hmm.
to lift weights is in the few days before I ovulate because my testosterone starts to peak and I'm safer to lift heavy weights. There's actually studies that show that female athletes are more likely
Wow.
to tear a meniscus or tear a ligament in their post-ovulatory phase of their cycle. Yeah, it's crazy.
My,
It's
my
it's
mind is like
also it's
really
also a time for
blown right now.
creativity in the pre-ovulatory phase. So that's when I know if I want to start a new project or book a meeting or feel really good about myself in my career, that's the time to do it. And then the post-ovulatory phase, I now predict so I can pre-plan. And when we can pre-plan, our mind, our brain, our trauma brain goes, okay, you got my back. Because then I know that if I don't feel like talking to people, if I don't feel like keeping the house mega clean, it's okay because I'm nurturing myself in that time. I need to do more yin yoga. I need to do more slowing down. I need to do more self-reflection and journaling. It's not the time to take on new projects. It's not the time to stay up late talking to my friends. is the time for self-care. And now that we can predict that, it just flows so much better.